Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Six Morning Show. I'm Tony T. We're with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time to have our live picks from today's card. And today we'll have picks we hear from, well, it's a Thursday 5-game card for Major League Baseball, action from the W, as well as the CFL returning here for their single games Thursday through Sunday. Hey, guys, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, hit those notifications. Then we encourage your comments. Put those comments in the screen with your picks, your suggestions, and more. Hey, you're interacting with us. Greatly appreciate that. And of course, that like, that thumbs up is also appreciated. So what we'll do here is introduce the cappers and get right to the picks as we don't mess around here on the Tony's Picks Morning Show. Let's go to Rod. Rod, what's going on?
Not too much. Can't complain. Blue Jays 60 wins. Lead the division. Rolling along. Yes. The Blue Jays rolling along. We got one team to cheer for in the MLB up here up in the north. So, hey, it's been a long time since we've been cheering hard for the Blue Jays. Since the Batista bat flip that sent the world on its edge. Remember that back in, I want to say, 2000 versus Texas. And he was like, but you got to go all the way back to before 93, 94 when the Blue Jays were good. I think they're better than that team. So watch out. Blue Jays be coming. Hey, they're coming for your team today there, Ron Hahn. You better pick up the Sox, Detroit Tigers, because the Blue Jays be coming. I'm excited. I'm excited. Baseball's picking up. I'm liking. We're starting to see some separation, so we're starting to see some teams that are going to make the playoffs, and we know football's right around the corner. 1 week, this time next week, we'll be talking about the Hall of Fame game, so can't wait.
A week from today.
Yeah, 1 week today, we'll be talking about the Hall of Fame game. Can't wait.
Yeah,
it's that time of year. Christmas seems like it's right around the corner. Oh, that's right, it is. It's Christmas in July. So, hey, love this time.
Yeah, one of the worst comments I've seen in the last year. You can't love sports, you have to love women. Someone wrote that on the. I just said, what the hell's wrong with you, dude? What the hell's wrong with you, dude? Dude, take things in the literal term. Jesus. Let's go to Sean. Sean, what's happening?
Not much. 2-2 on a day yesterday, but a nice big dog with the Rockies. So winning day, we'll take it. As I mentioned, we got football next week. A lot of lines have moved already. College football. I'm down to 7-8 games, and basically they all moved. Yesterday was a crazy day, so a lot of jumping around. I guess people just realized some of the syndicates got into the market yesterday. Really pushed them. I got a Utah 3.5. It's 6 now.
Oof. That's a lot.
Hey, listen. You jump in early betting like that, a little bit, a couple bucks here and there. I know people don't like to hold on to, leave that out there. But to see a move like that, come on, what happened? I mean, is the cat out of the? That's a big move. I don't know, 6.5. Anyway, we'll be talking about football. I just, it's baseball season, but let's be honest. With 5 games, I'm into football mode. It's football time now. You got to get ready. Hall of Fame game next Thursday. I told you to take the Chargers plus 1.5, and then we're on our way. 30 days away from college football, right?
College football, right? August 23rd is week 0. Those 4 D1 versus D1 schools. So yeah, it's getting here quick. It's getting here quick. Yeah. And they pushed Best Bash. They put Bed Bash back a week, so even quicker in some of our cases here as we out there. Let's say to Alessandro, what's going on?
Oh man, yesterday was not for the faint of heart. That's for sure. Started off 1-5, tilted a little bit, touched 7 more games. Wound up going 5-2 in that backstretch. Real nice 6-7 day actually for starting off completely miserable there, losing 5. Not recommended. Definitely chase. Do not do that every day. Trust me, it will end up very bad for you. But it worked out for us yesterday. So we lightened up the volume a little bit. Obviously, only 5 games today. Let's make some money.
Let's do it indeed. Let's go to Justin. Justin, what's happening?
Not much. Got a little bat yesterday. Looking forward to the WNBA today. Went 2-2 in baseball yesterday. Cashed Brewers money line. Cashed my best bet. So I ain't gonna complain.
Yep. Yeah, from Justin. Yeah. Yesterday I pulled in a 3-1 after starting the day 0-1 and thinking I was gonna go 0-4. You ever get that sinking feeling when you lose the first game? That's happened to all of us.
Yes.
And then you win them all 3 at the end.
That's a good feeling.
Yeah, that's a good feeling. It just feels worse than we brought up college football. It reminded me, when you lose that nooner and you got to.
You feel like it, and then you look up and you got a favorite and it's tied at 10 or something. I'm losing every game today.
Mm-hmm. It's just that I blame the late meat man for that because he used to put that in my. Yeah, I lost my first game. I'm gonna lose every one of them. So, dude,
Love the meat man.
I love it.
It's good to tell yourself that, it stings up the loss in case it does happen, Tell yourself.
Yes.
I say it all the time.
It cushions the blow, as they say, when you lose that first
bet
one.
Bet it and forget it.
I'll lose it all. Let's keep trying to the reverse jinx too. Going. Hopefully,
bet it, forget it, man. I don't even watch the games on Saturday. Like seriously, honestly, am I sitting around watching college football from noon till 9 o'clock at night? Hell no. I mean, I'm betting a game a month out. You think I'm watching? I don't care. I in my mind, I'm undefeated already. I'm 7-0 in college football. I don't watch games. Why?
Yeah.
To sit there and if you want to do this, you can't sit and be there with your stomach in knots every second, pacing, chain smoking, eating food, drinking. Get some fresh air. Yeah. You bet the game you liked it. Should be a winner. You should even worry about it. It's a win. It's a win till it's not. Till you wake up the next day.
There you go from Sean, but a lot of experience here in the panel there. Absolutely. All right, let's get to the game.
I've been there.
I know, we've all been there. It's tough to me. The toughest watch is the NFL because these lines are so damn tight, and they're usually decided in the last possession. So there you go. The NBA used to be settled in the last possession. That. Now it's settled by 5 minutes left in the game. we don't have those backdoor covers as much as we did before.
Remember that? The fourth quarter? I never used to turn on a basketball game until the fourth quarter rolled around.
They don't say that anymore because we used to have officials. Back in the day, the officials were trained to help the games be a little closer, to keep the audience tuning in.
Keep the audience tuned in, yeah.
Remember Dick Pavetta?
Fourth quarter and be like, all right, game started.
Remember Dick Pavetta? He was great for that. Yeah, the team that's down by 10, 50-50 call. Let's give it to the team that's behind. That was known for that. All right. Let's continue on. Let's get to the show, guys. 5 games, knock them out here. One early start. Okay, they give us 4 primetime games. So, again, if you lose that first game, you're going to be feeling pissed for the next 6 hours. Hope you win it. Orioles and Guardians here. We got the Guardians, $1.20, total of 9. Blue Jays and Tigers, the hot, me, and the cold here. Looks like the cold's favored. Detroit, $1.30, total 8.5. Padres and Cardinals. These are 2 up-and-down teams facing off here. Cardinals, $1.40 at home here. 43 I see now. Total 8. Athletics and Astros. I know those people. This is the fishing line. That's fishy. It's fishy. But look at the starter for Houston. That probably explains it there. Houston, $1.22, total 8.5. Mariners and the Angels. This has been your line movement. I saw this $1.10 yesterday. I know Crystal's $1.25, but I think some of the early openers had this one $1.10 when I looked at it at 3. That's about what time did I see this line? Probably about 3 Eastern when it opened up. It was $1.10. The Angels now up to $1.40 here, total of 9. So that's been a big mover. Just a quick look here to see if there's any changes in any of the starters. I don't see any here. Of course, Jason Alexander was announced, the former A, announced as Houston. He is a waiver pitcher who was cut, I believe. There, Logan Allen and Kikuchi going there. I don't see any weather issue there, so you're caught up there. We start here with Rod.
Yeah, the first one I'm looking at, give me the under between the Tigers and the Blue Jays. Hey, we've seen this matchup already, Lauer versus Olsen this year, and it was a 2-1 final. Blue Jays got the win in that one, 2-1. We've also seen this series. Detroit went into Toronto earlier, back in May, and took 2 of 3 in that series. So payback series for the Blue Jays, leading the Blue Jays, but giving that under 8.5. I think it's a low-scoring game. Both teams, you look at Detroit having to travel from South Florida up to back home here for this one. And then Toronto after taking on the Yankees, I think low-scoring one like we've seen already between these the same pitching match. And then another one I'm looking at in this this time block, man. I almost want to. Yu Darvish has not looked the same Yu Darvish, but this will be his 4th start, right? And I don't know. The St. Louis squad definitely has not looked. There's a fishy line today. You look at St. Louis 3-7 in their last 10, not playing good baseball whatsoever. They are back at home, so maybe that's good. Gray's on the bump, but I think the Padres can get to him. I have to take the shot with the Padres here and Darvish on the bump. I think Darvish is 4th start back. I think he has himself a good one here, and the Padres find themselves a win against the St. Louis squad that's been struggling. So I'll take the plus price with the Padres. And then that last game, it's like the Angels. I don't know. I can't touch Kikuchi. The Angels that are favored is not where anybody wants to be. We've seen it. When they're a dog, they seem to play well, smash the ball, and win. When they're a favorite, it ain't so good. Give me the other side of that. I think the Angels lose. I'll take Seattle.
There from Ron. Ron Hahn makes a good point. The big news here is the heat wave in the Midwest and the East. The first 3 games, we're looking at temperatures 90s, 89, and 94. That's going to be the case this weekend. Heat wave in the Midwest, East. I don't know if it hit the South. I didn't check the South, but I see all deep red here and across the nation here. So some hot weather coming up here in this weekend here in Chicago. We're getting folks across the country, Detroit, Chicago, brutally hot across the country here. Except for the West Coast, have been very much a mild summer this year. Most of the temperatures here high to mid 80s, which is pretty cool for SoCal. We'll move on over to Sean.
And not too bad here, like mid 90s, which is kind of cool for my neck of the woods. But it's July, folks. It's going to be hot. Don't be shocked that it's 95 in July. You got to look at some of these the way teams are playing here early. Now the O's and the Guardians. And Guardians, didn't they lose like 10 in a row at one point? Now they've won like 10 of 12 or whatever. I look at this. It is a low line considering how teams are playing, right? Orioles look a mess, and Charlie Morton on the hill. Let's be honest, it's probably this guy's last start here, right? I mean, are they gonna? Yeah, they'd love to see 8 innings of like one-hit ball from the guy, but on the same token, do you want to roll out a 38-year-old for as long as possible? You want this guy to, no matter what, 5 innings, 3 hits. I don't think he's going to be pitching too long. He's on his way out the door. I lean Guardians there. Tigers, Blue Jays, man. This is a tough one because the Tigers have been crap. Sorry, Tiger fans, and that's fine. Teams you're gonna hit a wall every once in a while. Man, the Blue Jays coming off that Yankee series. Oh, man, is this gonna be like a little flat spot for them? Like you want to take them because they're playing that well, but you could also see like the kind of like it's Detroit, but then again, Detroit's a first place team. I don't know that's an avoider for me. Cardinals, Padres. I want to take the Padres, but I'm no Darvish guy. The Cardinals, I think, are definitely in sell mode. I mean, they've come out, lost 5 or 6 out of the break. They got sub Arizona and lose, 2 in Colorado? I mean, I had Colorado yesterday, which is a nice dog, but, oh, boy. Maybe an over just because the way the Cardinals have not been pitching. The Stros, let's go. Run line that puppy. And that's just straight – that is just based on – this guy's going to go what? It'll be a crazy bullpen day for them.
Yep.
But Oakland's just been bad lately. Houston doing what Houston does. Hi, we're in first place with a lineup that no one thought would be hitting, and we've won 4 in a row. Just unbelievable, Houston. I mean, you go in there and beat up Arizona, who's hitting the ball that well, and now you sent Arizona right to the trade window now after that.
Yeah.
And Angels, I'm glad that they're like in the hunt for the wild card, right? They're under 500, but they're a couple games back. Good for them. You trade Ohtani, people think the sky's falling. But Adele's been hitting finally for them. Ward's got power. Trout's back a little bit, doing better. This price to me, this is kind of like the game yesterday with the Yanks and the Jays. It's kind of like, all right, if you like the Yanks, you do kind of like a run line there, right? You don't want to lay the big 140, but you take the Jays, right? Because the Jays are the hot team. Angels are the hot team here. I'd have to do a run line with them, thinking, all right, they're favored at this number for a reason. Let's take them there, but Seattle on the road has been so much better hitting the ball. I could see you want to take the number there. Maybe you just play it on the over, thinking the Angels will beat up Evans. That one I didn't put anything on that one though. You got a bunch of my premium plays I threw out here, and you'll get them at the end of the show. You get them for free today since there's only 5 games, and I'm a nice guy. But that one I don't have any money on.
We go with Sean. Move on over.
Tony Mush the Angels. Come on,
I
man.
was picking them all series against the Mets, and I said I was probably going to jinx them too. That's what I said.
And you did 3 in a row.
I did that. Indeed.
That was worth a shot, though. They're playing well. Yeah. They hit the ball. It's fine.
And they sent down Coconuts, right? So I don't have to worry about.
You don't have to worry about him
got sent
anymore.
down to the minors. So that's perfect. Now it's time to play him. Get rid of these bad pitchers out of that. Well, they found somebody in AAA who can pitch. Finally, we move on over to Alessandro.
No, yeah, let's cool it here with the Charlie Morton disrespect. You know, he's not Rich Hill or anything. I think Charlie Morton's got a little bit left in the tank here. I'm on the Orioles. I'll take it. Even money. I like that. Charlie Morton in his last 5 starts, 2-1 with a 2.42 ERA. I'm expecting, at least a solid outing out of him. I'd take this Orioles lineup over the Guardians lineup any day of the week. I think, they have more bats there. Ryan O'Hearn, Gunnar Henderson. This Holiday kids come on this year. I like the Orioles there in that spot. I'll fade the public. Everybody seems to be jumping on the Guardians. And then here with this second game, the Blue Jays Tigers, I'll gladly fade Ron Hahn and those Tigers. Let me take the Blue Jays there. Blue Jays are playing way better ball. As you guys already know, they beat my Yankees. Almost done with the Yankees. You got to stick a fork in them almost at this point. But no, yeah, Blue Jays there I think is the way to bet. They're just too hot to fade them. And then here with the Cardinals and Padres. I was originally thinking Cardinals there with Sonny Gray and Darvish on the mound. I thought they had the advantage. I see this being an over game. I think both pitchers get rocked. Maybe a slight lean to the Padres just because Machado with amazing numbers against Sonny Gray. 343 batting average, almost 35-40 at-bats against him. I'm expecting a big day from Machado. I looked up Tatis's numbers. There's actually no at-bats for Tatis versus Sonny Gray. I found that kind of interesting. I think Fernando Tatis also has a good day today. Lean Padres there. And then, Higgs was alluding to the run line there with the Astros. I just want to take the Astros there at the minus 120 price. I like that. I think they rock Severino. I don't know. This Alexander kid necessarily can't trust, but, he's just an opener. So I'll roll with the Astros there. They've been playing good ball. And there at the end, that final game, give me the Angels. I don't know. A lot of offense I see in this game. Possibly another over game.
There we go.
Hey, so let me just jump in with the Charlie Morton because I said this last week with him, and he had a bad start his last game. He gave him 7 runs. He had the bad start to the year. 15 starts in between. Only one of them he gave up more than 3 runs. He gave up 4 runs in a game. So I mean, he's been solid for most of the year. He had a rough beginning. All right, you're an old man pitching in the cold. I get it. And then he got roughed up. He hasn't been terrible. I mean, I'll give him that. I kind of stuck up for the guy his last couple starts, but. I look at it as he's on his way out. I don't think they want to jeopardize getting him hurt. That was my kind of initial, I get it though. Better team. Orioles are better lineup, but
he's got the petroleum jelly and all sorts of
those old engines. They need synthetic oil.
Oh yeah,
he's the cat from Major League. Who's the old guy?
I got this here. I got the big game in my hair, and I got the stuff on the elbow. As long as the catcher, the doesn't see it, you're good.
He knows all the tricks.
Yep. I don't have an arm like you. I got to use whatever I can.
I got to use whatever I can.
One day you will too.
The best part about that is he actually looked like some kind of 80s pitcher. Like,
yeah.
Think about it. Like 89, like Gaylord Perry was still pitching, and the Negroes, they were all still pitching.
Now they have to take in a lot of dairy products so they can build up the phlegm. That's really what they got to do.
Yes. He's like, I even blew my nose. I made sure I stuck a jalapeno in there.
A lot of dairy for the phlegm. That helps.
Classic.
Move on over to Justin.
Yeah, I'm with Alessandro. I think some of the Uncle Charlie slander is uncalled for. If you all look it up, you got better numbers against the Guardians in a small sample size than Logan Allen does against the Orioles. When I bet it, it was Orioles plus 105, so I like them. Blue Jays, they help embarrass me all week with the Yankees, but I think this is time for Detroit back at home. They got crushed by the Pirates. It's embarrassing. You're back at home. Kerry Carpenter's on his way back, probably sometime this series. He's in the lineup in Toledo, I think I've seen for the minor league. So he'll be back, I'm thinking, this series. So give him a little motivation. I don't think they hold on to that lead either, be transparent. I think Guardians going to catch him. Darvish and Sonny Gray, I bet they're under 8.5. I think both pitchers are all right. I don't think Darvish is that bad. He's starting to get into it. I think low-scoring game, so I'll take the under in that game. I do like Machado. I didn't get to it, but I seen his numbers to go with the Suns. I kind of like Machado. Athletics and Astros. I'll take the over. I got a prop in this game going in my parlay, but I'll take the over 8.5. Severino, he's all right on the road. He's better on the road than at home, but I don't believe in him. And Mariners, also give me the over in the Mariners game, over 9.
Here we go with Justin. Tell you what I think of these games here. I'll look at the Guardians here. Baltimore's really struggled hitting lefty starters, 225. Cleveland hitting, where did this come from? Hitting 278 coming off the break. I guess this was a team that just couldn't hit. It was just that bad. And, more 9 road appearances in ERA near 7. That's the kicker there. And the Orioles bullpen. Look at the past 23 games, ERA of 6 there. And against the AL Central this year, Baltimore 1-11, losing 10.5 units. Guardians is a home favorite of -110 or higher, 16-7, returning about almost 7 units. I got to look at Cleveland in that one. Here, I think the Blue Jays bats have been just too hot here. And the issue with Detroit is they're not getting the hitting. The bullpen's kind of faltered a little bit. I'll look at Toronto in that spot. And, that Cardinals, I'm not a big – hard to trust them. Although they've been really good against right-handed starters at home, 23-7 this year, returning 16.5 units. That would be mainly a lean for me there. Because St. Louis does hit well at home, but I didn't like the way they looked in that Colorado series. That looked horrible. And Gray has been sharp at home this year. The Padres' issue is it's just the hitting in the bottom of the lineup, and they have a horrible bench. That's all. If you hear the Padres podcasters, they are just upset they got such a horrible bench there. Of course, they're limited in funds, but they can spend, right? The owner passed away, and, he got the 3 blind mice, several blind mice running the franchise. So there you go with that. Astros again, interesting. We talked about that line. Jason Alexander is not a 6-inning guy, barely a 2-inning guy, but they don't list him as an opener. So you have to. If you're this is a benefit of following baseball every day. Is you can identify these issues because sometimes managers aren't sure who they're going to bring as a bulk pitcher, and they just list a reliever as a starter, and the public out there thinks the guy's going to pitch 5 or 6 innings. All right. To me, this just tells me that the manager is undetermined, has not determined who his bulk pitcher is going to be. So that's why you're probably seeing this line. Oh, we're going to get 5 or 6 from this guy. He's horrible. But actually, his last few starts haven't been bad, or his appearances, I should say. And he really struggled with the Athletics. He's going to see him again. The Astros at home against the division. We have talked about this against the division, right? Astros 8-4 at home against the division this year, returning 3 units. I'll take him in this spot. Remember, the Athletics bullpen on the road, ERA near 6. And Seattle and Mariners, when the Angels were -110, I gave a look at them, but now they're about $1.35, 40, and so no way, no how there. Also, don't forget they're making that big flight from New York, so that's a massive flight here from New York to Anaheim there. So we'll stay away from that one. All right, let's continue here on the Tony.
What happened when they played the Blue Jays? Didn't they come back and win? I'm trying to remember. They were in Toronto, and they came back home after that series after playing the Blue Jays, and I'm trying to remember because they made them big favorites in that series about a month ago. The Angels came back home, and I'm like, who did they face? And they were a big favorite then, and I was like, oh, favorite, yuck. We've been riding them on the road as a dog, and now all of a sudden this favorite line, everybody humped them as the favorite. And of course, that line, I think it went all the way up to like -60 before. -160.
How far did Toronto travel? Was Toronto traveling from home? Because that's a long trip too.
Both they went from home too. So all the way from home. Yeah.
It's just I kind of like it when they travel and then the team is playing it in LA or playing in Arizona or something like that. But sometimes you have those situations.
Someone's dog's going nuts.
Seattle played at home yesterday, right? Seattle got pounded yesterday.
They did, right? I just hear someone's dog in the back.
They're barking. I gotta take Seattle, right?
I think I gotta take Seattle. Yeah. You got to take Seattle with the doggy in the back going, hey, take Seattle.
Like Texas. That's what it was.
It was Texas, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Another divisional game. So, sometimes it's Houston against the division. We talked about this last week, right? With Houston against the division, how they've been dominating the division for the past several seasons here. All right, we move over to the W3 on the board here. Sparks and Sun here. We got the Sparks 6 on the road, total 169.5. Aces and Fever. Here we got the Aces 2.5, total 163. Storm and Sky. The Sky here, dogs here. Storm 9.5 on the road, total 156.5. We go over to Rod.
And it was Kikuchi in that game too. I remember they did win that game, came back, and it was Kikuchi on the bump after one of those big, crazy long flight road trips, and he held them in there. So, yeah. Looking at the WNBA action today. A couple plays I'm looking at here to kick it off. We got the Sparks taking on the Sun here in this matchup, and you look at the Sun. For me, here is this Sparks squad. I think they win by 10 plus. The Sun, you know what they do defensively, just not so good. But the Sparks team's figured out some offense over their last 5 games. They're hitting 50% field goal shooting. They're scoring 90 points a game. I just don't think the Sun has the offense to be able to keep up scoring wise here in this one. First game back after break, I think they're a little slow too. Sparks have the advantage of they've already got 1 game under their belt after the All-Star break. Suns do not. I think the Sparks come in and win by 10 plus. So I'll lay it with the Sparks in that matchup. And then looking at where is it? Give me Seattle and Chicago, right? Everybody's seen the Storm get waxed on their home court. I think they come out a little bit angry and mad, as they say. But I like the under here in this one. Don't trust Seattle at all. I don't want to lay that kind of price with them again to get burnt. So no chance. I know Chicago's has their own issues, but I like a low-scoring one. Defensive battle. It will open to 161. It's down to 157. And still going down. I like it. Give me the under. Seattle, Chicago.
From Rod, move on over to Alessandro.
No, yeah, I like that under there with the Storm and Sky. It's a tricky bet when you want to bet on the spread because I don't like touching, -8, -9 when the game's probably going to go under. I don't know. I would still lean the Storm there on the spread. What, -8? I'm seeing that's -9.5, -10. Oh. That's probably a stay away then, and you just ride with the under with Rod. And then the Aces, that's where I'm going to go. They made me money the other day. I'll go right back to the Aces. Not in love with Kelsey Mitchell. She's lost me tons of money here in the past. Props, no matter what I touch with her, I can't make money on Kelsey Mitchell. Give me the Aces there. And with the Sun and who is it? Sun versus I'm losing my head here. 1 second. Sparks, yeah. No Kelsey Plum over for me today. I've been touching it recently. I'm waiting on this line to drop a little bit. I'm going to take a shot on the Marina Mabrey over, though, 10.5. Hopefully this game is not a blowout and she plays all 4 quarters.
There we go. From Alessandro, we'll move on over to Justin.
Well, we'll start off right where Sandra was for the Aces and Fever. I'll take her then. I'll take Kelsey Mitchell, 20-plus points, -130. I bet it, actually, so I like it. Just want to get something else out there. I didn't give out in the 2-3 zone. Give me the Connecticut Sun money line, +215. They beat the Sparks today. Mabry's back at home. Sparks overrated. They win. And it's going to be in my parlay later. And give me the I leaned the Sky yesterday, but I'm hearing bad things about Angel Reese. So I don't know. I guess she's a little banged up a little bit. I was unaware of that. So give me the Storm -9. I like the under 2. And take a look at Gabby Williams rebounds. They usually at 4 or 5.5. If I can get over 5.5 for plus money or 6+ plus money, I'll take it.
There we go from Justin. Now, Rod will cover the CFL for us tonight as we get the single games here Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're back to the rotation here. Alouettes and Stampeders. Calgary, the home favorite, 7, total 49, Rod.
Yeah, you look Calgary favorite for 7 because Montreal's QB out. So back with the Bethel Thompson they go, and he hasn't been good. He's struggled for Montreal, but at this number, it's a big giant number. You want to lay that kind of number with Calgary? I like the under. I think both defenses can step up. Montreal's got a solid defense, just as Calgary has. They're holding teams to 6.7 yards a play. Calgary's holding teams to 6.6 yards a play and only giving up 18 points, while Montreal's only giving up 22 points. So this is definitely going to be a defensive battle. Montreal's going to want to run the ball a lot in this one. Keep it out of Calgary's hands because we know that Calgary offense could definitely throw the ball, but it's going to be tough to throw the ball against a Montreal secondary that could definitely smother things up in the middle there. And they're short, they're QB, so they want to own the time of possession here against Calgary and try to keep it out of their offense's hands. So I like the under as the play here. Give me the under, Calgary, Montreal.
Yeah, from Rod. All right, we got you through the CFL and W. Now it's time for our Parlay Purple segment, where our cappers can give out a parlay, team player prop, game of the future, NFL college football season win totals. Week 0 or week 1 college football lines have been out. Even week 1 NFL lines are out there. So this is the time the cappers can call their shot here on this Parlay Purple segment. We start with Rod.
Let's go a little two-teamer. Take the San Diego Padres. Take the Padres. Take the under in the CFL game tonight, and take the under Seattle and the Chicago Sky. So Padres got a couple unders for you today. Three-teamer for you.
Padres and some unders there.
Definitely parlay those up. As Sean will say and tell me, that's the first play. That's the easiest and the fastest way to go to 2-1. So
there you go. 2-1
bet.
All right, no more making money still either way.
Solo. There we go. We move on over to Sean.
All right, I'll put these in the chat in a second here. But 3-pack again. You'll get my premium play today because that's how I roll for everybody out here. 52 and 44 plus 980. All right, with the end of show picks. Bet them one at a time. That's how we do it. Again, Cleveland, these are what I got. I got Cleveland minus 112. It is now minus 120. That's how I roll. If you buy me, that's kind of stuff that happens. Instead of getting a lower number, you're going to move to a different number. Toronto is plus 110. I got it at a plus 120 last night. Houston run line plus 165. So there you go. 3 MLB winners for you. Get the brooms out, baby. Nice sweep on a Thursday.
Looking for the sweep on Thursday there. We move right on over to Alessandro.
Yeah, no parlay for me, guys. I'll give you guys out a tennis winner. I got a 3-pack in tennis out today. I'll give you guys Cameron Norrie. I think that's a nice little plus money play there, but plus 110, plus 105. I think he beats Brandon Nakashima. Yeah, I like that a lot. Cameron Norrie, he's been making me some money, so we'll keep riding that train.
Keep riding that train. Run over to Justin.
You said Cameron Norrie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't watch tennis, but I'll bet it. So,
all right.
I got 3 plus money. It'd be a parlay. Put them all together. Give me the Baltimore Orioles team total over 4.5. Give me the Connecticut Sun money line, and give me Jose Altuve over 1.5 bases, and that'll get you plus 1223.
Here we go. Nice there from Justin there. Tell you what, I like 2-teamer for me today will be with the Guardians and Toronto in a 2-teamer. All right, we got you through our Parlay Purple segment. And of course, you can see Sean's into the show picks here. And now it's time to see what we have for sale over at Tony's Picks. You just got our free plays, but if you're looking for our best bets, our premium plays, well, click the link in the description. And you'll land right over here at Tony'sPicks.com. There you'll find, as we talked about, all our packages and best bets and premiums with leaderboards showcasing top performers and grading all the plays here on the site. And you can verify all these picks as well. Let's take a look and see what's rolling at Tony'sPicks.com for today's card. We'll see what Rod's got for sale. 2,444 units of profit. Document over at Tony's Picks with his best bets and premiums. What you got for sale, Rod?
And for me over at Tony's Picks, one play. My MLB play of the day today, light card. So going light for me, one play in the MLB. My $19 play of the day. So you can scoop that up. It's right there by itself. Or it's Thursday. Best way to go is grab that 3-day moneymaker, and you'll get today's, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays plays from me, because that 3-day package turns into a 4-day pass because I get Sunday in there early for you. So basically, that is the way to go as we just about heading into the weekend. So lots of action moving forward. Just one of those slow days. It's moving day in the MLB. Teams heading off to new series starts. We just have the 5 going here with some 4-game series is on tap for these guys. So, hey, it is what it is. But it's also Christmas in July. So don't forget, check out that year pass. You can see everything I got going from this time this year all the way to this time next year. Get you all full season in the NFL, college basketball, NFL football. That's the way to go. Grab that all access year pass with me, and let's continue to stay hot.
There you go. Stay hot there. Get on board with Rod over at Tony's Picks. You can see the Christmas in July. Yes, you can apply the promo code Tony T at checkout to save additional 15% off that already discounted price. So great time to get the Christmas in July. Get on board with Rod over at Tony's Picks. All right, let's see what's rolling over at Tony's Picks. We'll see what Sean's got for sale. Sean put together really strong numbers here for the year. It's well, baseball's been in the green. 2,456 units of profit for the year. What you got, Sean?
Yeah, well, listen, I just gave you my 3-pack. You get it? Actually, it's it was a single game up on the board. If you see it, I got a moneymaker for an early game there and a double play. But you got it for free here because I'm not – when I do my free picks, like I always say, you always probably get a premium in there and a game I really like that almost made it. But today, when it's a limited car like this, you'll get my good stuff. So hopefully you go 2-1 or better. Let's be honest. Like I say, if I put the game out, I think it's a winner. So I got a 3-0 sweep in my head. We'll see how we do. We got football coming up. And honestly, I got a couple games. We got to see where the lines are when they come up on the site here, because a lot of my games have already moved substantially. So we'll see what happens for week 1. Again, for me though, folks, if you're going to buy a football pass, this is why I do it, because I'll tell you some of my lines. My Utah line went from 3.5 up to 6, 12 to 13 in another game, 11 to 13.5. TCU plus 115. Now it's -3. So if you buy one of my season passes for college or NFL football, be prepared. You'll see stuff a week ahead of time, and then if you buy my game, you'll be like, oh, you got a 4 and it's 2. I can't help you there, folks. The lines come out way before NFL game day comes on or college game day, whatever crap you're watching 10 minutes before the games kick off. So gotta move early sometimes.
Yep, but with Sean over at Tony's Picks, you can see the one day pass up there, the money maker. All of our 1 day passes are profit guarantee. They must enter profit amount purchase. We'll be credited back to your account for site credits. That's profit guarantee. Get on board with Sean over at Tony's Picks. Long-term subscriptions also available. Get signed up. All right, we'll take a look, see what's rolling over at Tony's Picks right now. We'll see what Alessandro's got for sale. Alessandro's put together an impressive WNBA year this year. What you got, Alessandro?
No, yeah, MLB's coming around too. I think this is the time to hop on a 3-day, maybe even a 7-day. UFC coming up this weekend as well. I'm expecting them to attack that heavy. At least 4 or 5 plays there. Weekend baseball, WNBA. I also got some tennis out on the site. I think the 3-day or 7-day, you get way better value there. Hopping on some of my plays there. But for today, I do have a 5-pack in baseball. Touched every game for you guys. And then for the WNBA, I got a 3-pack out. And then I do have the tennis 3-pack. So like I said, guys, I have a lot of action. Might as well hop on the 7-day or 3-day, get better value.
Yeah, better value instead of buying per pick, per package. The long-term subscription is the way to roll. You can see a 3-day, 7-day all pass, 7-day pass way to roll. Got a big week coming up here with UFC. And I just looked at the Monday card because I'm coming back from my camping trip on Sunday. So I was like, what am I going to be handicapping for Monday? 15 games for Major League Baseball again on Monday. So lots of content, lots of product out there, guys. So get on board. That 7-day pass is a great way to go here, especially with that Monday big card. So get on board there with Alessandro over at Tony's Picks. Late Steam also available here on these long-term subscriptions. Remember, our plays are in by 11 a.m. Eastern time, but at Tony'sPicks.com, we can continue to handicap for our customers right up until 10 minutes and 2 hours for game time. We put a play in, that's emailed right to your email inbox. Those late Steam plays, something I don't see anywhere else with Tony'sPicks.com. So get on board here with Alessandro. Long-term is the way to roll. All right, let's see what Justin's got rolling over at Tony's Picks right now. Justin, great numbers here from baseball. What you got, Justin?
I got a best bet in baseball, and I got a best bet in WNBA. No 3-packs today, small slate. I ain't want to force to issue 2 games, one in each sport that I really, really love. I haven't given it out. So, and I also did forget when we did the parlay, I do got a long shot for the Guardians division at plus 1,900. I bet it last night.
There you go.
But yeah, jump on the 3-day, the 7-day, the long term. That's just the best value. Paris cappers up, get the promo, 15% off. Like I always say every day, I'm not just advertising for myself. It don't have to be me. Any of your 2 favorite cappers, any of your 2 hottest cappers, I'm all right with that.
There you go. That's right. Get on board. Justin over at Tony's Picks. You can see the results here from Justin here. Really good results here in Major League Baseball, as you can see for the year 2025, 661 units of profit. Of course, we have really good leaderboards here for you guys to go out and check all the cappers out. Long-term subscriptions available, individual plays, and of course, where we can track all our results here on our pick history. So get on board with Justin over at Tony's Picks. All right, guys. I got a single as well in Major League Baseball. Best bet on the board, coming off a 3-in-1 day. Having a really great year in Major League Baseball. You get up with me. And, of course, match it with your favorite capper with the 2-for-1 capper promotion and use that promo code TonyT checkout. That'll save you 15% off. All right, guys. We're with you here on the Tony Morning Show. every day here at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. So make sure you hit that like, that subscribe button, and be live with us. So you make sure you get those plays for you there in real time. But if you happen to miss the show, or if you need help, you need to go back and watch the replay of the show because you want to bet some late games. Well, just go to our YouTube channel. And when you go to our YouTube channel, you'll be able to type in Tony's Picks. You'll find our page here with lots of great content. Of course, our live show you can watch here. Let's see, where is it at? We got so much stuff scheduled in the future as I've been in a camping trip here. I don't know where it's at for today's show, to be honest with you. Where is that thing? Let me hit the live tab again. I'll find it. Hit the live tab. Should pop up somewhere, I think. Yeah, here we go. Here it is right here. So you can watch the replay of the show here on the live tab here, and as well as lots of great content as well. You can hit the join button, become a member, get early access to my videos, as well as a way to support us here for the work we put into the channel. Happy hour, Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern. Rod will tell you more about that. And of course, you hit the video tab, a lot of great on-demand content there. Of course, Chris with his home run prop video has been very popular. Alessandro's ready to roll with his UFC, but we got to get that wide angle there, Alessandro.
Hey, I did the vertical film last night. I don't know what's going on there, man.
That's horizontal. You want to do horizontal. The other
okay, so now it's horizontal. Okay, horizontal.
Horizontal. I think I misspoke. I said vertical.
Okay.
I meant to say horizontal.
Okay, so we got it. I swear, next video will be right.
You gotcha. Rod's CFL report. Get them all in one video. No more bouncing around. So you get the one video there. Get all of Rod's CFL plays for the weekend. Rod's also deep dive in there in WNBA as well. Don't forget our spreadsheet play today from Ron Crawford comes out. El Nino's looking for those dogs, and of course the very popular 2-3 zone up there. Look for the late release, guys. Around 8 Eastern time, you get Ron's KBO picks because you guys got to have that KBO overnight. A lot of great comments from the folks there, appreciating Ron's effort and to get those plays out to you guys. So KBO overnight. Look for it about 8 Eastern time for that video drop. Of course, my stuff. Look at it all. You can hit the compilation video or individually there if you'd like. Shorts, populating the shorts with more content. Of course, you'll find El Nino's with his -1, patented -1 there from El Nino. So check it out there. Brian also contributes there with shorts as well. So check it out. Lots of great content there on the YouTube. The Capitals will talk a little bit more about their contributions here on the YouTube channel. Of course, Rod, happy hour and more from you up over on the YouTube.
Yeah, definitely got you covered week 8 in the CFL. You're looking for a game all weekend long. Got you covered all 4 in the CFL over there. Some WNBA action, and definitely tune in to the happy hour, 5 p.m. Eastern. We'll get you covered on some of these. Today we're good. It's only 5 games on the board, so not a whole lot of TBDs or pitcher switching. So definitely tune in. But we know that we've already seen in the last couple of weeks that we have seen a bunch of TBDs. So you want to tune in to the happy hour. Good time had by all. So definitely tune in there.
Good. Of course, Sean, got you here in the mornings, but we can also catch you on the Sirius XM on a lot of shows. Yeah, I'm mute there, Sean.
Of course, I'm on mute. I'm like a bad rash. I'm everywhere. Sometimes it's pleasurable. Sometimes you scratch it, it feels good. Who knows? I'll pop in after, especially with football coming. I'll be here more with football stuff like that. Trade deadline, we'll have. I'm going to have to come in because I can't be laying crazy huge spreads. There's my college football. These are the games I already bet. All right, I couldn't get them on the site. We don't have them posted yet here for NFL college, but you see the lines have moved a little bit. But I put them in here just because I was saying, at least me personally, NFL college football, I put them out ahead of time. I'm not a day of guy loading in 6 games at 11:35 for noon. I'm going to have them up Sunday night, Saturday night. I'm looking to bet Boise State plus 16.5 right now in October against Notre Dame. All right, so that's the kind of stuff you're going to get from me for football. So hit the like. I gave you my premiums. Go buy somebody else. Come on, spend some money, folks. We're gonna, it's huge football season ahead of us. So let's go.
Let's go. A lot of great ways to do it as well. 1 day's long-term subscriptions. Get on board. Sean also has a 1-year all sports pass covering all the major sports. So get on board. Chris Alessandro, at you in the mornings. Also, you've been very active here with the college football preview videos. And, of course, UFC is up on the board now.
No, yeah, this sleeper card I'm thinking here with this UFC fight night here. Abu Dhabi, of course. So, we got those 9 a.m. fights out here in Vegas. Wake up, eat me some breakfast with some orange juice, watch some fights. Nothing better than that. I'm expecting to go 5-0, 6-0 here on this card. I love about 5, 6, 7 plays, honestly. I'm liking it a lot. Main event, have a clear read. It's time you guys show me some love. Get that premium I'm having for you guys on the main event. I've been cashing on my main events. Derek Lewis comes to mind. I called the Topuria knockout. I know that was a favorite, but still, I called it by knockout. I called the Darashvili win there by O'Malley. Everybody was hopping on O'Malley with the revenge angle. I'm just telling you guys, main event, if you need that pick, look at me.
There you go. They got it right there on the YouTube channel.
I'll tell you what, I'm tooting my own horn. I did lose last weekend, though, with Poirier. I don't like sitting here and telling you guys all the time, but yeah, no, Poirier did let me down. I knew I should have went with Holloway and trusted Rod there. Shout out to Rod with that pick. It was just too public there. Everybody was hopping on Poirier.
I got the angle from you, but I was just beating the same guy 3 times is really tough. And I thought Holloway was like, no chance you're beating me 3 times. No chance. He bulked up and was like, no chance you're beating me 3 times. He give him respect because he gave him a shutout. He goes, this is your retirement fight. And he got the crowd going. And definitely, it was a heck of a fight.
Another little note, Holloway, making a statement there. We should have got $200,000 bonus. I think Dana's ripping us off. He made a statement there. Oh, here comes Arman Sarukian for you then, Max Holloway. You want to run that mouth? We'll give you this crazy Russian guy to come take you down for 5 rounds. So, I don't know. I think Max needs to stay quiet and just, keep winning those fights. He is a UFC Hall of Famer. I also don't blame him, though. I know where he's coming from.
That's right.
I like that. I like that banter in the background. Somebody was in there taping it, whether it was purposely or not. But him saying, "We didn't win the fight of the night. How do we not? We kicked the crap out of each other. You almost finished me in round 2. Almost finished him in round 2. Think it was the other guy. I get it. That was the fight of the night, but it is what it is. I don't think he was like purposely opening his mouth to slander anybody. He was a little upset that they didn't get fight of the night, but that's still cool that they were able to. After the fight, after kicking the crap out of each other, still come to each other, hug out, shake hands, that type of stuff. That's what I love about UFC. As much as they bitch and bicker back and forth before the fight, after the fight's over, hey, it's still, hey, good job, buddy. Good fight.
Yeah. I don't know if it's a good look for Dana betting hundreds of thousands on a blackjack table when his fighters can't find a $5 table. I don't know. That's not a good look there. So we'll say.
Have you seen the one where his one fighter was playing slots? Because he was like, he comes up, he's like, I got to cover what? How much? 20,000? 20,000 in slots.
He'll rather hand the note.
How do you lose 20,000 in slots?
Dude, he'll rather hand the Nelk boys 10 grand than one of his fighters.
I know.
Oh yeah,
I know.
If I see one of the Nelk boys on the street, man, I swear to God, I'll say something to him, bro. Especially that little Steve will do it guy, freaking tool bag he is. Not to give him any shine here, but yeah, he's a tool.
No, they're kissing up this to Dana there, right? Justin, here on the mornings, catch us sometimes on the happy hour. And of course, that 2-3 zone, very popular there on YouTube, and lots of comments from the crowd.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make the happy hour this evening. It all depends if I can get the men to bump down the 2-3 zone a little bit. I gotta drop my daughter off, and my times is kind of conflicting right now, so it all depends. I'm gonna try to make it though, but either way, I'll be doing the 2-3 zone. I'll be on here in the morning. Pretty much all I got.
Very good. Of course, you guys, the March Prize, the secret team is the Saints. By the way, who has the lowest season win total this year in the NFL? Anybody?
Is it the Saints?
The Saints. The Saints. There you go. The Saints has the lowest 5.5 there. The lowest season win total if you're looking at the NFL there. All right. Of course, Carr retired there, the former Raider. Alessandro, I don't know if you follow the Raiders. What are your thoughts of the Raiders here? You're being in Vegas. I know you get thrown in your face, and the fans come into town.
I actually thought they should have took a shot on Shedeur. Maybe not first round, maybe third round, fourth. When Shedeur started dropping, I was like, okay, actually, why not try to take a shot on this kid? If you can get the offensive line, which I don't know. The Raiders are a dumpster fire, man. I do like they got Pete Carroll now, advising things, but yeah, they're a dumpster fire.
And Chip Kelly.
Yeah, to go Genty there at 5 or 6 when you can get a way better running back third or fourth round is, I don't know. I don't like drafting running backs that high. Genty, I think, maybe he has a, solid couple first years, but I don't see him being this, 10, 12, 15-year pro. A lot of these running backs necessarily don't really do that anymore anyways. That's why I don't suggest picking them there top 5, top 6 like they did with him. I don't know. We'll see. I like Brock Bowers, Max Crosby, a couple players on this team, not too bad, but not going to be betting consistently on the Raiders. Let's just say that for.
There you go. We got to get an update from Justin so far. We're getting this, teams coming to camp about his Falcons, because we did get a Saints comment. So we got to get the Falcons word here from Justin.
We win the division, hands down. Oh, that's funny, huh?
It is. Stop it. You can't. Don't let your heart get in the way, fella. Come on.
Well, who else is there? Carolina, Tampa Bay.
Who is the
division? It's Tampa Bay's to lose. I know they got problems on the offensive line. Come on. Yeah, shake your head there. They won the last 3.
Did you bet Tampa to win?
I bet Carolina.
To win the division?
Yeah.
With the 5'9" midget at quarterback, no way. He can't even see over the offensive line. Come on.
I don't trust. Penix.
You don't like Penix?
I like Penix. I think Penn was great when he
in Indiana.
If he stays healthy, we win that division, and I bet it.
And he's a number 1 going into camp, right? He wasn't a number 1 going into camp last year. So
I like Penix. I just worry about him staying healthy.
That's the key, right? His legs, right? Was his knee? He had some issues with his knee back in Indiana. Yeah, he's had issues there, but they got to protect him. Anybody else? But at least it's not his shoulder and not an arm. It's always been the legs. But he's not a running style quarterback either. That's not his style. More of a pocket presence, and he can avoid the run.
I mean, he'll run, but that's not his first option. Like, he's not like RG3 or Lamar or nothing like that. But he will run.
Now, for him. For Penix to avoid injury, you got to have a running game, right? That protects the quarterback. How's the running game look for Atlanta?
I love our running game. I'm
more in the top 10. Algier, Bijan Robinson. I like both those running backs.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like Robinson. I love our running game. I don't like our defense. I never liked our defense. That's our main problem. We can't tackle the quarterback. We're allergic to interceptions. Like,
you guys still got Kyle Pitts. You drafted him, did nothing with him.
I don't know if he sucks or we just couldn't get him the ball. Like, I don't get it. We got him out of Florida, and I was so happy, and he's not doing nothing.
Everybody loved him coming out. Oh, my goodness, look at this. I mean, Drake London's good. Listen, the offense there, I worry about the coaching. Let's see how the coaching does.
I worry about that too.
I know what I'm getting out of Tampa Bay. We've seen that. That is just a blueprint what they've been just doing the last couple of years. So short of something crazy happening, you know what you're gonna get out of the team. Every other team's well. Listen, the Saints playoffs Mars project. He's on Mars thinking like that. Kellen Moore is terribly overrated. Your quarterback situation's a mess. You're in bad shape, New Orleans.
You never know in that division though. Sometimes worst comes to first. We've seen it before in that division. You just never know from that division.
If the Saints are in first place, wow,
that means all the division teams are losing.
It'll be like Gulliver's Travels. I'll be tied down by like little lily puddings in my backyard.
Baker gets hurt.
And to be transparent, I don't bet the Falcons to win the division. I did this year. I'm not someone who just wakes up and bets my team to win the division. So, but I did this year.
Well, he doesn't have Man, the Falcons, the defense and the pass rush. You go back. The problem began with Mike Smith, the head coach back in the day, right? That's when the defense went to hell.
And we got a little buzz going on right now. Like, people start to talk about us a little bit. Like, we coming.
Yeah, everybody's excited. Everybody's excited about their team in July. Just like the Pirate fans are excited in March about their baseball.
I ain't excited about my team in July. They suck ass. We got the Dolphins over here. They stink. So what did I do? I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills to win the AFC. Come out. Why? Because they're quiet. Nobody's talking about them this year. That's all they've talked about for the last 2 years is Buffalo, Buffalo, Buffalo. And guess what? I haven't even heard a sniff of anybody talking about Buffalo.
Yeah, so you talking about the conference?
Yes. They're going to the Super Bowl. Take the Buffalo Bills to win the AFC.
I like that.
So where Baltimore going to be at?
Right there.
They're going to lose. They're going to lose the first game of the season. They got to go into Buffalo and face Buffalo. They don't fare well going into Buffalo.
So because they lose the first game, they might lose the first game.
No, Buffalo's winning that first game at home.
So, Rod,
Okay.
you're basically, fading the hell out of the Chiefs this year. They're not going to the Super Bowl.
No,
I agree. I mean,
No, they washed.
The hangover.
fading Chiefs.
Let's hold on a second.
Hangover,
The Bills are favored in all 17 games this year. They're favored in every game. They have Baltimore at home, Cincinnati at home, Kansas City at home. They even get the Eagles at home. They should win 13 games and home field. And you know how important home field is because these guys have lost to the
Win
Chiefs.
total.
Baltimore. You see, Baltimore comes in, loses on the road. They need the home. They need the home field. Granted, nobody's talking about them.
Well, they've had home losses though. That's the problem. They've lost a lot of home. They've lost home playoff games, big ones in the past.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you want home field. Would you rather be home or you rather be on the road? No,
Makes
you
sense.
want home. You want a blizzard at home when somebody comes in there and you think you have some kind of edge, even though Baltimore and Kansas City and the Bengals all play in cold weather. So it's not really an edge, but you want home field anyway. I don't know if Casey's washed, Justin, but listen, Mahomes' numbers are not what he was a couple years ago, and that's contributed to the offense. He got a bad offensive line. His wide receivers are never healthy. They're not on the same page.
Kelsey's getting older.
Well, yeah,
I'm saying they're like Golden State. They had their time.
Yeah, that may be the case.
they had a good run. I mean, can't bash the guy. He's in the Hall of Fame.
I'm definitely not bashing.
That's why there's so much talk about Denver this year because I think they're gonna give the Chiefs a battle is what people are talking about.
Kansas City wins that division.
You just roll that off your tongue like that, but are they really? I mean, how many close games did they have last year? Let's be, they scored more than 30 points once, and it was against the Bills because the Bills had a bad defense. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, this team is not built like that anymore. You have close games. All right, sometimes you catch the breaks because you're Mahomes and you get a flag. That doesn't always happen. If they're getting beat, Denver should have beat them twice. They had a blocked field goal that cost them, group play. I mean, come on. I don't think you can pencil them in there. Again, like I said about taking Carolina, I would look to take either Denver or the Chargers. Just anybody but the team that's favored at minus money.
Yeah, I'm trying to beat the favorite. That's like the horse racing angle. Beat the favorite. And
I wouldn't bet on him, but I wouldn't bet on nobody else. I wouldn't fade Mahomes to win that division. Not a chance. I wouldn't do that.
I see Baltimore favorite to win the Super Bowl in a lot of books more. Somebody said in the thing, Bills favorite.
They don't win the Super Bowl.
It may be regional too, right? It may be regional based on what people have.
Yeah, that's what you gotta look at.
The Eagles, I wasn't really talking Eagles, or even NFC. A lot of talk on AFC, but
no, the best teams are in the AFC. It's not even close. Come on, it's not close. Yeah, and I should say that because Eagle fans are going to lose. We just won. You're a good team, but let's be honest. You got Barkley's not rushing for 2,000 yards off of a 2,000-yard season. They're going to kind of regress a little bit and kind of just play like we got to get back, and the urgency is not there in back-to-back years. It's very difficult to do that.
And
they're a good team.
Pittsburgh fans talking about the Steelers.
Yeah, a lot of Steelers talk there. The
quarterback. The Steelers are losing in week 1.
Aaron Rodgers.
And how can Saints fans be excited? I mean, who's quarterbacking? Tyler Show? He's the quarterback? They're gonna roll that guy out as their starter over Rattler? Jake Haener, and who else is Hunter Decker they got? That's their
And Sean is a Cowboys guy. I don't know why you don't fly off to Oxnard. It'd be great weather this time of the year.
Saints
To see their training camp.
Saints tanking for Arch.
Justin Fields just hurt his toe at practice. Right now. Justin Fields just hurt his toe at practice. So I don't know how bad it is.
Saints take
the
for
Jets,
Arch.
Jets already Jets quarterback already hurt.
Yeah, I agree with the Hayes. I think that's a Fields revenge game right there.
He was carted off the field by the guy. Fields was just carted off the field at practice right now. Justin Fields.
I don't care. I got Tyrod Taylor.
Tyrod
Taylor's a decent backup. The guy started and won games in this league. I do not mind having
carted off the field.
Mm-hmm. Carted off the Justin Fields injured his toe at practice, has been carted off the field.
Oh, he broke a toe now.
You won't see me betting on Justin Fields. Absolutely not. Nope.
You won't see me betting on the Steelers. Absolutely not.
Tyrod Taylor is a backup QB. Fields signed a 2-year, $40 million deal with the Jets to be the replacement for Aaron Rodgers.
Well, I don't know. With that news, I might have to bet the Steelers with no field if it's serious. Hey, that tennis that comes on at 11. Alessandro. That Cameron
like 9. 9 over
9.
here. That's
Oh, okay. So it's 11 Eastern.
right. Let me check
Okay.
the actual time here.
What the next big tournament is with the U.S. Open, right? That's the next big one, right?
Dude, it's in
US
20 minutes, bro. It's at 8 a.m. over here. So it starts in 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'm about to do that as soon as we get out of here. I'm about to put that in right now.
All right,
Yep.
guys. So do it for the show, guys. We're back tomorrow. I'm on a camping trip, so Rod will be hosting the morning and the happy hour tomorrow, and then he'll be here for the weekends. I'll be back with the Monday show. All right. Anybody have anything? Yeah, I'm one of the camping guys, but I am taking my Starlink. I'm going to test and see if I can get any type if I can actually do a show out in the woods. So I bought a Starlink, so I'm going to test it out and to see how it works. the mini that you got there. I'm gonna
a little mini for camping. Yeah. I
Yeah.
heard they work amazing.
Yeah.
We'll see Tony shooting out in the woods.
I might shoot some.
As long as you don't see any bears coming.
I don't know. Bears keep the food. I would keep the food away to keep the bears from coming in. But the only thing is, I get my own campsite for that, right? So that'll be interesting to see how that rolls. But yeah, I'll be testing out. Rod will be holding the fort down. Also, Rod and Ramon with the MLB compilations. I'll have the compilations for the Friday games. Rod and Ramon will be doing compilation here for the Saturday and Sunday games, and I'll be back with the Monday games. And I come back. I'm back from my trip. What I got for Monday? Oh, I got 15 games for Monday. Oh, jeez. But anyway, that's how it is. We'll take it. I'll take it. All right. Anybody have anything to say before we close it out?
Shout out to Al Ninos, man. He gave out that socks parlay. I was on it too before I even saw the Al Ninos video. That just gave me even more confidence to attack that. We hit a 4-teamer last night. We hit the socks and also touched both overs. We'll take the 21-1 parlay and we'll thank Al Ninos. Appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, very good. Al Ninos.
Al minus one Ninos.
Al minus
Yeah,
one. No, he also has a minus
turning
one,
him
but
to
he
the dark
also
side, Sean. He's moving away. He's going to the dogs. He's like
he's got a he looks for 3 dogs on underdog video. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a
I get
dog.
that. Every time he comes in here, he's the -1 king.
I know, but because he loses up all his dogs on his video. See what happens. All right, yeah, I'll be over at Tom's place, which is near Mammoth. There, I think I was Yosemite. French Camp. Anybody want to meet me? I'll be at French Camp. There, right by Rock Creek. There from Mr. Whiskers, near Yosemite, but closer to Mammoth. All right.
Someone said Fields had his toe stepped on, but another person says looks like Achilles the way he got up.
Oh shit.
He's another look like Tarzan, play like Jane. Justin Fields.
Yeah.
So you got Tyrod Taylor, the backups, Tyrod Taylor, Adrian Martinez, and Brady
what you
Cook.
saw in Chicago. Chicago's crap. You saw even last year's quarterback was garbage over there. I mean, like, how give the guy a shot with a real coach.
So Adrian Martinez is on the roster as
There's
well.
literally compilations of Justin Fields with wide open wide receivers running right in front of his face, and he just decides to tuck it and run. I'm never going to bet on Justin Fields.
That's like a Mitch Trubisky. That's a Mitch Trubisky definition there. MVP Mitch, as they used to call him, right?
Yeah, no. I actually like the Bears a little bit this year. We'll see how they do. I mean, I'm a little bit of a believer in Caleb Williams. He won me some money on Thanksgiving this past year. I'll never forget that. Shout out to Caleb Williams on the +10. I remember that. But yeah, no, I like the Bears a little bit this year.
Hey, no Packers. No, I know the Packers. People
I
love
like the Packers too. That division, I think obviously the Vikings take a step back. Are they going to really go to J.J. McCarthy? I mean, oh my gosh, we'll see how that goes.
Ricky. It's a rough one.
But yeah, I don't know. I think the Vikings take a step back. I think that division's kind of wide open because I don't know. I don't trust Jared Goff that much either. The NFC North is going to be entertaining for sure.
Yep, should be a great game.
They would have went to JJ McCarthy. They would have went to JJ McCarthy earlier last year if he didn't get hurt early on in the season. Did the Vikings? He's going to be fine. I'm telling you, watch out! Don't sleep on the Vikings and JJ McCarthy.
You get him an offensive line in a run game, anybody can do well. So we'll see.
He can run.
Is he better than 14-3? They were 14-3 last year.
I know.
Over the last 2 seasons,
14-3
this
year.
The last 2 seasons, how the Vikings come down to those games where it's always a 3-point game, 2-point game, 1-point game, right down at the stretch, and who kicks the field goal for the winner? The damn Vikings. How many times did they do it? Over the last 2 seasons, they are the king of the close game winners. That's how they win games.
Except against Atlanta in the playoffs.
Right. They used all their luck in the regular season.
The Dirty Birds got to him that year.
They got to him there in that one. But
Jamal
hangs
Anderson.
around.
You don't hear the
hangs
Dirty
around.
Birds, right? They don't want to call it didn't carry over to previous versions of the Falcons, the Dirty Birds, right? Didn't carry over, Justin?
Didn't carry over.
Oh, it didn't.
Didn't carry
I'm trying
over.
to bring it. I'm trying to bring it back.
Yeah, that would have been great to carry over. The steel curtain really didn't carry over much either, right? So there's a few.
Mhm.
Pearson Forsyth didn't carry over. What was the Cowboys line? Purple People Eaters. What was that Cowboys line? They call them Doomsday, right? The no-name
Doomsday, yeah.
defense from Miami. A lot of these things don't carry over in the NFL. Maybe it's a good thing. All right, guys. Have a great one. We're going to wake up. Bye, guys. Make it a winner. We're back. I'll be back here. We're back. The show returns here on Friday. Let's say that.
Kirk Cousins MVP now for the Jets.